Hello YouTube, welcome to iCode, and today we're going to be remaking a simple fun game called the Line Zen. This game almost has 70,000 downloads on the Play Store. So to get started, make sure you download the assets, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, make sure to hit the subscribe button, then open up Unity, go to File, New Scene. Alright, the first thing we want to do is select all the assets and make sure they're set on Sprite, 2D, and UI, and then click Apply. Okay, now let's drag in the background, which is called the line. Let's change that to background. Okay, let's scale it up on the y-axis and scale it up on the x-axis. If you guys want to know, on the x-axis I have it at 1.24, y-axis I have it at 2.09. I forgot. Go to File, Build Settings, set it to Android. Click Android, then click Switch Platform. Okay, then go over here. Change the aspect to portrait. I have mine on portrait 600 times 1024. Okay, once you've done that, you're good. Okay, now let's drag in the actual Line Zen title and let's move it to the top here, about there, not too far up. As you guys can see in this picture, it's not too far up. All right, let's bring it down a bit. All right, next let's make this here. All right, so let's insert our box Zen asset and let's scale it on the x-axis and y-axis. And let's see again this photo. Let's look at this photo again and scale it down a bit, a little more. Okay, that looks great. Let's duplicate this. I think we have to move it down, and let's see again the photo. Okay, let's move this a little bit more higher. Let's duplicate this. Let's move it to this side and let's scale this on the y-axis. So there you have it. We just made that part. Alright, now what we want to do, let's start inserting buttons. So go to Game Object, UI, button. This is going to be the start button. So go to Canvas, change UI scale mode to scale with screen size. Alright, what we want to do, let's type start in this button inside all caps, just type in start. Okay, and what we want to do, let's scale this button. So let me see, width, height, and let's bring it into position, which is right here. All right, now let's scale the text. Actually, let's see, let's scale it to that's great. I think about that. Yeah, that looks good. All right, now let's go to color and let's click this dropper thingy and let's click the background color because we want the start to look like the background. And then let's click the button, actual button, and go to color here. And let's click the yellow thingy here. Click the dropper thingy and then click yellow. All right, let's see. That looks about right, I guess. Now what we want to do is let's add our buttons that go on the top. So go to, first actually, let's click this button. Let's see if we can find a better button sprite. Oops, nope. Yeah, here, there's this one. I think I'll use that one, input field. It has a little curve around the corner. I don't know if you can see it, but okay, anyways, let's create other buttons. Go to Game Object, UI, button, and delete the text inside this button and duplicate this button 2 more times. Okay, let's set button 1. Let's give music, the music sprite. Button 2 is gonna be the graph sprite, and then button 3 is the information sprite. All right, let's go to button 1. Let's drag it all the way to the top. Let's scale it so it looks right. Okay, about that. All right, let's move it all the way to the top. And let's see how it looks on here. All right, they're kind of gray, or yeah, they got no color. So let's drag this like that. Let's set this to black. All right, if you see A right here, you want to put it at 71 so it makes it transparent kind of, and then set the color to black. Okay, let's scale it a little more. Alright, let's go to this button. Actually, let's go over here. Right click, copy component. Then go to the other buttons. Just click paste component as values. And then paste component as values. Alright, they should have the same scale. So now what we want to do to these is do the same thing we did with the color. Set it to black. Then let's set this to 71. Okay, now let's do that for this button here. Set to black. Then set this to 71. Okay, next what we want to do, let's move these where they belong. Let's see. Oops. In the middle and then at the end. Okay. So in the middle. Alright, and the question one or button number 3 is all the way at the end. So there you guys, as you guys see, we have recreated the main menu, I think. Yeah. Oops, we missed the ball. That's what we missed. Okay, let me put that ball in. And let's scale it down. And what color is the ball? Oops, I moved it too fast. Alright, what you want to do, order in layers, set this to 1. And then same for this Line Zen text, order in layer, set to 1. And then same thing for these boxes here. Set the order in layer to 1. 1. 1. Okay. And let's go back to the game. Let's change the ball. Let's name it ball. Let's change the color to blue. Alright, I'll leave it like that. And let's see, what else are we missing? We have to make the text yellow too. And let's click the text. Color, let's click the Doppler or whatever it's called. And then there we have it. Alright, we just recreated the Line Zen's main menu. Okay, now let's add the script so we can actually make it work. And let's name this M as a main menu. Okay. Okay, let's say public void play. Public void play. Oops. Play. And we're gonna say application. What the hell? Void. I meant void. Application dot load level 1. Okay. So we just made the main menu script right there. Alright, now let's save this level here. Let's go to file, save scene, and let's save it as main menu. Alright, let's create the first scene. Go to new scene, file, new scene, and let's add the background again. Let's scale it up and let's do this. Okay, the first scene, let me open up the game on my phone. Alright, it doesn't really matter how we make our first scene. We're gonna make our first scene simple. So let's do this. Okay, like that, and then let's duplicate this and say, let's move it like this. Okay, that's our first scene right there. This is scene 1. Okay, so now what we want to do is let's put the ball there and let's scale it down. And let's do this. Alright, let's go to game. There's our ball. Let's go to add component physics. We're gonna use 3D physics in this, even though it's a 2D game. Let's go to physics, sphere collider. Let's do this. Let's bring it down. Alright, and let's say freeze rotation on all axes, freeze position on Z axis, and I believe, let's say, leave the Y and X axis alone. Alright, next what we want to do, go to add script. Nope, add new script. Let's add a new script and just name it player. We're going to say var player and that's our game object. And we're gonna say var ran equals 1. Okay, here we're gonna say player dot rigged body, player dot game object dot rigged body dot velocity dot y equals ran. Okay, now let's see. Let's click play. I made a backup. Go ahead, click that. Let's click play. Alright, we didn't drag our player. We didn't even do that. Okay, now it should work. Let's click play. Alright, our player is moving. Alright, that's all we're doing for today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and you can download the whole project in the description down below.